All right, this is 2.3, Making a Constitution. Begins on page 41, and it's described the delegates to the Constitutional Convention and the core ideas they shared. The first thing it talks about is who was there, and it was 55 white guys, wealthy planners, successful lawyers and merchants, and men of independent wealth. So obviously it was the elite who was making decisions during this time, and the meeting was in Philadelphia. Obviously they shared a common core of ideas, and that they wanted to focus on human nature, the causes of political conflict, the objects of government, the nature of Republican form. So these are the things that they agreed on that were important to talk about. Now, Leviathan was written in 1651, and it argued for, unlike the Articles of Confederation, it argued for a strong central government. So, and he said that people were naturally self-interested, and that government should play a key role in restraining selfish impulses. So the reason that this is in the book, and the reason you need to know it, is because Leviathan supported the idea for the Federalists that they needed a strong central government. Speaking of that, when they were trying to influence public opinion about redoing the Articles of Confederation and creating a new constitution, they started publishing articles in the New York newspaper about federalism and adopting a new constitution. These were the Federalists, and they were called the Federalist Papers. The two that we need, that are in the book that you need to know about for sure, are Federalist Paper 10, Federalist Paper 10 and 51, both written by James Madison. Now, Federalist Paper 10 deals with factions and the distribution of wealth, and it's like they're concerned that factions will rise up and break apart our government, and we need to have a system in place to combat those factions. They say is the source of political conflict are these factions. And they essentially believe that, well, factions are like today's interest groups, where they focus on the interest of their group, and the founding fathers and James Madison in Federalist Paper 10 believed that if these factions went unchecked, they would create great instability in the government. The rest of that section is they talk about the purpose of government, and one of the quotes I thought was pretty cool, where they said to give the votes to people who have no property, and they will sell them to the rich who will be able to buy them. So they just didn't believe in the political efficacy of the poor back then, and that was just more support for them to just let the elite focus on running the government. So that is 2.3.